and would test the UK ban on importing fighting dogs later. But while we were in Finland, we also wanted to visit the other man named on the paperwork found in Jared Cavlin's house, Robert Gonzalez.
So, what brings you to Finland?
Well, we came over, we ordered a dog.
Who's helping you?
Over here?
Yeah.
Paul Dunkel.
Oh. Okay, you know what's the worst thing with Dunkel dogs?
Yeah.
They're man-biters.
It wasn't until I joined the Farmers Boys, you know the Farmers Boys?
Yeah.
That they told me about you.
Right, okay.
Once Gonzalez had checked our dogfighting credentials, he seemed happy to talk about Cannonball, the pit bull seized from Jared Cavlin.
He's the strongest dog people have seen.
Real big head.
He will just walk and grab you, pick you up and put you in the corner and finish you.
Yeah. No, it's just a shame that they've got hold of him.
What can you do? That was very, very bad luck.
Is Jer keeping you informed on what's happening? And
yeah, I just talked to him a week ago.
Jared Cavlin's legion of fans had no idea their hero has more than Gaelic football on his mind. But we wanted to hear about Cavlin's secret dogfighting life from the horse's mouth. So through Bobby Gonzalez, we made him an offer. If Cavlin wanted the evidence to disappear, Steve would steal Cannonball back from the authorities. Half an hour after Steve put the phone down to Gonzalez, Cavlin bit.
Tell me, is this a big job, is it? Would it be hard to do?
What, to get it away from there?
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be big as what you would think, mate, to be honest.
I'd like to get him towards the end of next week, if it's all possible. Maybe it's in the 23rd of April.
Right, so you need it gone for then, like?
Need it gone as soon as possible, more or less, because if he's not there, there's no case. I can meet you anytime.
There he is now.
Yeah, stand by.
Cavlin was more widely travelled than we had imagined. He admitted visiting dogfighters in Holland and confirmed he'd been to Finland to watch Cannonball fight.
Did you match over there, like, or did you see?
No, we just went over. We went over to Cannonball's match, you see.
Ah.
How many was there? There's 3 or 4 matches on that. There's like a convention.
The footballer also admitted, despite his looming court case, that he was still involved in keeping fighting dogs.
Everyone's tucked away like on the road. Still have a dozen or 15 dogs, like. What's the story anyway? Where is the spot? Is that just outside Belfast?
We'll go up now, and I'll show you, mate. You can see it from the hill. It's in a place called Palace Barracks.
Palace Barracks?
Yeah, which is an army camp. So you're happy enough that once you get all Cannonball that you can...
We get him shifting and I'll never be seen again.
Steve drove Cavlin to a country park which overlooked the barracks. Our cameramen were hidden in undergrowth.
Please? Yeah, bring it, mate. I don't forget a view from here, but... That's a place there, see? All that is one camp.
Yeah.
And that's where we'd get exercise there.
And that yellow bit?
Yeah. Have a look through, see if you can... You might have to just adjust them way a bit. You seeing?
You get exercise in that 5-a-side pitch?
Yeah.
Then it turned out kidnapping Cannonball was not a new concept to Cavlin.
We had planned to go and see him.
Yeah.
And I advised to come in. As soon as I drove out of this place, they were going to drive in and lift him and go, but it never came off.
We didn't kidnap Cannonball. We never intended to. Cavlin duly appeared in court on the 23rd of April. He pleaded guilty to possession of a pit bull type, but the court heard that Cavlin was an innocent who had collected Cannonball as a favour for a friend. The footballer walked free with a fine, a 5-year ban on keeping terrier-type dogs, and ordered to pay costs. On appeal, the courts reduced the costs and lifted the ban on owning dogs.
Mr. Cavlin, Mandy Macaulay from the BBC. I want to ask you some questions. Mr. Cavlin, why was the court told that you knew nothing about pit bulls? Mr. Cavlin, that's a lie. It's a lie, isn't it? You're an international dog fighter. You've been travelling to matches across Europe, watching animals rip each other apart. How do you think your fans will feel when they realise what you've been doing, that you've been involved in animal cruelty? How do you think the authorities will feel whenever they realise you've got fighting dogs stashed across the country?
Cavlin may lead a double life, but let's get back to the men whose whole life it is to fight dogs. The farmers' boys. In the weeks before Christmas, Steve met them again at the paddock. The gang had just won a dog fight. This is Tom Bell.
There you go, sit down.
He is Stephen Barriscall's right-hand man and the breeding backbone of the farmers' boys.
You got all right yesterday, huh?
Number 1 in 26 minutes.
Seriously. Long enough, wasn't it?
Oh, fuck, that's a quick one. That was quick enough. 26 minutes.
Then the godfather himself, Stephen Barriscall, turned up.
Did you make any money yesterday?
No, I hadn't. No, I had a lot of money on it. Somebody always a lot of. I'm not really a gambler.
I hate losing. Sends the atmosphere a bit bad at the end, doesn't it?
It's just pure sport for me, you know.
Aye. Were the injured bad or were they?
Or about
Alright, yeah.
A couple of guys from Liverpool there, and I think they had about €1,000 each on, you know, on our dog.
On our dog.
Aye, you know, it was lucky enough to win, like.
There was also news of a forthcoming fight, hosted by the farmers' boys.
It's 100%. It's a new place that I'm going to use, so it'll be dead on it.
So you're going to host it, like?
The house right beside it,
But are you going to host it? Is it your match to host, like? Is it?
Oh, it's me hosting it,
2 days before the fight, Barriscall rang with the news we'd been waiting for. Steve had been invited. Security would be very tight. Even on the morning of the fight, Steve didn't know where he was going or who would be there.
Steve would be picked up in a transit van from the paddock bar that evening. From there, he would be taken to a secret location, a ramshackle barn on land outside Tandragee owned by Tom Bell. The farmers' boys call it the party house. It was an ideal venue for a dog fight. It's also where the gang have been breeding prime stock. We were convinced Steve would be frisked, so decided not to take secret cameras to film this dog fight.
Who was in there?
Oh, there was people from Liverpool, people from Middlesbrough. The Scousers seem to be putting big bets on. The Scousers are real big into it, like, just for the money side of it.
Would they have been putting hundreds on, do you think?
Yeah, 2,500.
They put 2,500 on the match? Between them, yeah?
No, that was just one person. It was medieval. The blood started probably within the first 2 minutes.
And what kind of injuries were these dogs been sustaining?
Deep puncture wounds from the dog's teeth. And some of the puncture wounds were hitting like vital arteries, like veins, and so real pumping.
Pumping blood?
Yeah, pumping blood. And when the dogs were hitting the perspex side of the wall, then they were leaving big smears down the wall, big smears on the carpet.
Ellie's grandmother, Jackie Simpson, was also injured during the attack by a pit bull called Reuben. Her son Kyle Simpson, Reuben's owner, was jailed for 8 weeks in May after admitting owning the illegal pit bull terrier. He served 4 weeks. Simpson said he bought the dog from a man in a pub and now feels morally responsible for Ellie's death. The court was told Reuben had immeasurable